Hi, Ben. I'm also a huge fan, so I very much appreciate you coming out. So I watch a lot of your podcasts and your previous speeches, and even from this speech now, you seem very optimistic about the future of conservatism in the United States. But if you just look at how things have been going, I mean, the last 2 times that Republicans won their first term, they didn't win the popular vote. And Trump didn't even win based on conservative values. He won because of nationalistic and anti-establishment, and basically by just not being Hillary. And I just don't see how there's a future, whether it's on larger issues like socialism, which the entire millennial generation seems to be mainstreaming, or on specific issues like BDS, like the numbers just don't seem to be there or getting there.
Well, I think that the biggest mistake that conservatives make, and this is why I think conservatives lose elections, it's actually something I think Trump is good at, but in a really not great way, is Trump speaks the language of political morality. So with Trump, there's always good guys and bad guys. That's actually how people see the world. Paul Ryan is a worse politician than Donald Trump. He actually is, because Paul Ryan is somebody who talks about efficiency and whether this program is going to work or not, and whether this program has the best ROI, return on investment. That stuff doesn't convince anybody to vote. People vote because they feel a certain sense of unearned moral superiority in voting for the person for whom they vote. Right? They feel like a better person for having voted a certain way. So a lot of people felt better this election cycle for not having voted for that crook Hillary. And on the other side, you have a lot of people who felt a lot better for not having voted for that putz Trump, right? I mean, that's the way that people felt. And what conservatives have failed to do is speak the language of morality. So when I'm talking about socialism, I'm not talking about why socialism fails, okay? Socialism it does fail, but that's not as important to people's perception of politics is the fact that socialism is at root unfair. The stupidest thing that Republicans and conservatives have done for years is say socialism, wonderful idea, terrible idea in practice, but wonderful idea.